taken here by Cuz, which has been really nice to see, especially even lacking Cryo in bot especially, but even so, able to pick that up. So far, Peanut has essentially just been farming it out, and they do steal the blue buff there, which is pretty nice. But other than that, I mean, the Vi has not amounted to too much as they're trying to bait them in now. The damage is huge from the side of Aiming, but it is not nearly enough as they are surprised by the two of them in the brush.
That was the all-in I was talking about, and, you know, this was not the timing there. Neela sitting on just a Dirk is not going to be able to actually blow Ruler up alone in the 2v2. Maybe you get a kill there, but it was not a 2v2.
Well, that's a nice amount of damage already. Bikla is here. This is looking pretty good. Doran has to flash, but the damage, will it be enough is the question. He's surviving for so long, and he will be able to trade it back just barely. Here's Chovy, but he is just a level 8 Ahri against a Renekton. Kind of dangerous here. He is able to land the charm, but I don't think he has... okay, he's actually going in on this one. Pretty low on mana. He wants to bait him into Peanut, who is here and looking for the kill and should be able to secure it here for his team. As the double dash does come out from Rascal, and they hand that kill over to Chovy, who will very happily collect.
This series has been so telling for Rascal here on the top side, especially games 2 and 3 now, as we're going to go back to this. Peanut and Lahan's hiding in the brush. I mean, I guess you could even make the argument that they thought maybe the Soraka is roaming, but I mean, that was just a greedy call. They're super far behind. But going back to the Rascal point, I mean, he has just been hell-bent on pushing these advantages into solo kills. You could take your advantages, you could take your leads and feel pretty happy with how things are going. But in this case, he's not alone, but still you stick around so long. Chovy procs the Electrocute, gets that charm, which was a very difficult charm to hit. And now Rascal is just doomed up here. Peanut comes over. And I think whoever faces KT, well, Damwon, when they face them, like, I think there's some abuse that...
As this is a long lane, I think it's just Rascal trying to get some extra harass, but it's Gen.G set up perfectly here. And without vision, you're just going to have to force your way into this pit as KT, but see how they can do it.
Yeah, Peanut already on this Drake. Gen.G ready to fight.
Trying to catch Lahens here. That is an immense amount of burst damage, but guess what? They don't get the Soraka. The ult comes out, and now what are you going to do? The damage not quite there. The flash away from Aiming, but it's just dire for them. As Rascal, okay. He's going to do it all alone, essentially. Definitely a Rascal maneuver, but at the end of the day, he only trades his life for the Soraka and gives an extra kill to Ruler, and the Infernal Drake goes in the pockets and the basket of Gen.G.
They steal away, or they not steal away, but stop the Drake take temporarily. It does reset, but Gen.G don't care. They were looking to take this fight. They were confident in it, and Charm is a crazy strong ability, right? It can lock down anybody. You could set up for picks, but also defensively, you know, in moments like this, look at the CC on the Vikla. He's just instantly taken out. Tidal Wave is used as a lockdown mechanism to stop them from chasing in the choke, but they're not able to do that. Yeah, Rascal does with the second dash, take out Soraka and flash away. But, like, when you can see how this comp works, or rather doesn't work, as KT here against all the different ways Gen.G can peel for Ruler.
Yeah.
And he's not even playing a traditional long fight AD carry, but there's so much damage in the Ahri, there's so much damage in this Lucian, and if somebody dies...
Yeah, he also has supreme mobility too, so getting onto him is not really a good answer. And that's why you can see one of their only outs in a team fight is to just burst the Soraka, which they kind of almost did, but not really. And the second that the Soraka lives, the fight is over, because you're already way out of position, your team is totally super deep. You know?
I think it's very friendly. I like to assume that Lahen's just got like a random DM and he was like, yeah, sure, man, I'll hook you up.
Yeah, I kind of doubt it, but you never know.
Yeah.
It's a very shiny Chovy there on the right.
This,
there he is, wow.
Yeah. The sign to the top left is kind of implying like the fall of Gen.G is coming, and I say fall as in autumn. Kind of implying maybe some international
Mark,
KT look like they're going to use the Ornhorn here to engage.
It's very far away. You see that nobody's really able to lock down Lahens afterwards. And now the real Ornhorn is coming out here. That's going to be a Zhonya's. well as the dash away from Cuz, as now the big knock up into this front line. Immediately, Cuz is just going to get 100-0'd. As you see that Lahens, the bloodthirsty Soraka, able to pick that one up. And now, just like that, just the one push, just the one pick rather, and they can push into this turret and take
Baron. And then while Gen G rotate over, this is a very desperate, hopeful ultimate at max range to get the slow onto Lahens, but there's no range. It's a melee comp. It's a Neela comp. So he's like, oh, you got me, I guess. And then the real Ornhorn, as you say, comes through here in the choke point, forces the zone use. They have the follow-up charm instantly onto Vikla. And at this moment in time with a knock-up, fight's over. Ruler completely untouched. And KT are pushed off of yet another critical objective here. And I mean, we tried to find an angle to describe what Neela can do in this competition, what she could have done maybe at a level 6 all-in, which they did attempt, which went very badly.
Yeah.
But now, I mean, all we can really say is KT, it's pretty fortunate for them they had 2 Drakes in the lead at the beginning. Otherwise, this situation could be even more disastrous.
Absolutely. It just feels like, okay, well, we're going to go in on this one. Doran has his ultimate back, but it will be denied. And actually, the combo into Peanut is good enough. Life going to pick that one up, and now Doran all alone. Not all of Gen G around here, as Lahen's not even able to save them. And that is going to be the follow-up fight as the rest of Gen G come in. Ruler nearly 100-0. Vikla takes him out with the Gale Force, as now the rest of the team is coming in, but they took this 3v5. Gen G say, we gladly handshake that fight, and it was a terrible decision. KT will now take the Baron.
It feels like there's a lot of disrespect for Gen G in this series, and some of these weird neutral fights or some jungle skirmishes like this where your composition is strong, but if KT are on top of you, you're not that far ahead. The range advantage doesn't matter if KT are just literally straight up in your door and calls out, I'm going to ult this, I'm going to look for the knockups, doesn't even hit 2 players. And KT are like, thank you very much for Baron here. They have a lot of choke point control themselves when the gap is closed. And I mean, Vikla does flash away here from Ruler, turn this one around.
Man, the 2 of them both go in and then they just get Neela to death.
Yeah.
Oh, God, that is the worst thing that could have happened to them.
I mean, every part of that point.
Yeah, as it stands, KT were able to take a 5v3, but what about a 5-on-5? As immediately the Renekton goes down. Down goes the clone as well. As Cuz is able to get out there, but life is just left to the Wolves here. They're going to feed that one to Jovi, actually. This is one way to make a melee comp work if you get a flank off, but I don't know, it feels a little bit forced. There's the charm. Not quite able to do much, but here's the stolen Ornhorn. Actually gets immense value. They're able to take down Lahens, and this is right before the Infernal Drake spawn.
Yeah, I mean, the timing of this could not be better for KT. Now, Gen G still have a functioning team comp here. They do have an Ornhorn and a Vi ultimate, so this is not just for free, but Gen G will have to find an angle.
Peanut certainly looking for that angle on the steal. The Drake comes in closer. As I don't know if they're really going to be able to zone out the Vi here. Peanut actually just walking away. And he's not going to go for the steal. They'll just give that one up. KT, they get more than just a fight when they take down the Infernal Drake. Of the way teams play this now, as stolen Ornhorn, they're going to try to get on top of Doran here, but a fantastic deny from him means that he will flash in. He gets the engage, but Aiming lives for just a moment, and only a short moment, as that'll be the Vi going down. But look at Toby, look at Ruler. They have this front line. And they are pushing forward, looking for life here on the side, but a knockup comes in. The Cyclone from Cuz, is it enough? No, it is not. And a triple knockup comes in from Doran. As Toby's not even here, by the way. He is trying to get into this one, as that is going to be a follow-up kill there from Ruler. And they don't even need Toby to help clean this one up. Vikla just going to be on the run as Gen 2 want to pick up this Baron.
I believe Doran just blocks it with Bella's Breath. That's all it takes. That's the whole engage option for KT is going on
this game.
Ruler has GA, so even if they wombo him, it's not going to be his
first target. Trying to go onto the Vi. That's not going to work. Ruler is zoning everybody else away. The Ornhorn not fantastic. Vikla will get away. But that does mean that Rascal has to just run as well. And the rest of KT, everybody chunked down. Life doesn't really have that much sustain. Already 4,000 damage done by Jovi here.
Though, they have the better ults here. One more wombo, one more chance. Ruler did so much damage in that last fight, but they used all of their ultimates outside of the Soraka ult here. And KT looking for the Nami ult into Neela. Cyclone. There is an angle, but Ruler, you'll have to kill him twice.
Peanut's over the wall now. That's a big chunk already into Vikla. Looks like they are considering just giving it away. No teleport here as they all try to back on a control ward. That's embarrassing, but now they're going to be spotted. I don't think they're going to get away with this back here.
As they turn.
Yeah, you guys know that. Yeah, okay, they're going to look for the turn here. They don't have Renekton right now, and that's not really a good option. Vikla has to flash away. The tidal wave gets good value, but the rest of the team not really going to have too much luck. I think Cuz might be left. Nope. Okay, flash comes in from Chovy. Going to be going for that one. It's a huge apotheosis in the backline. Aiming, though, immediately has to go into Zonya's, and he's not exactly tanky. Immediately gets taken down. A nice little try. Gets a cute engage. Okay, nice turnaround here from Chovy, or rather from Vikla, but he immediately gets burst down as well. Big Cyclone, but it does not matter. The damage is there, and Ruler now is on the hunt. He wants more kills into his bucket, but can he pick it up? Yes, he will. One more for the man in the Lucian Cape, and that should do it here for Gen G.
Yep, they've locked it down. 66.5 thousand gold, 0.6 now. It's the devilish ending of this game here. It all took one final fight to close it out. KT were trying to force so hard with the apotheosis. Chovy just one final moment to take out Cuz here.
And it goes to Ruler, who picks up 8 kills in the end. That's going to do it for this one, guys. GG, Gen G pick up the 2.
Actually, an amazing transition.
Yeah, they didn't even have Renekton. KT, so until just about now.
릴라 가자 나
Falling into play the fight as well, and go.
난 보자 사일 노플이야 사일 노플 이겼다
Pulling out all of the flashes here, of course. Pulling out Silas, no flash there at the
라인
end.
신경 안 쓰고 잡자 50 노플이거든 50 노플이야
No flash.
가자 계속 가
Called almost before kill him, and then there's all the mid calls.
Ruler wanted to keep going, as at the end of the day, Chovy actually did more damage than Ruler. Those guys have been battling it out all night. Certainly was a bit of a battle of a goal difference as well, because there was